it goes to his head. But if you talk to a man in his language, it goes to his heart. There are various languages spoken all over the world. I would like to call the students of class 8 to present us with the custodians of knowledge and to speak more about such languages and subjects.
Good morning to one and all present here. Today I, Janishri of class 9J, is here to talk about the importance of Sanskrit. Sanskrit, also known as the Deva Bhasha, is the oldest language in the world. It is a source for the Vedas, Shastras, Kavyamas, and is the language of the gods. Greatness in its formation and uniqueness of the grammar, the sound of the 36 consonants and the 16 vowels of Sanskrit have been fixed and precise from the very beginning. They are never changed, altered, modified, or improved. Sanskrit is vital to Indian culture because of its extensive use in religious literature, primarily in Hinduism, and because most modern Indian languages have been directly derived from or strongly influenced by Sanskrit. Since Sanskrit has come down to us through the oral tradition called the Shruti Parampara, maximum work of Sanskrit is found in poetry only. Starting from the Rig Veda, the earliest document in the world, there is a continuous flow of Sanskrit in poetry. Sanskrit is the classic literary language of Indian Hindus, and Panini is considered the founder of this language and literature. Panini was a Sanskrit grammarian who gave a comprehensive and scientific theory of phonetics, phonology, and morphology. Panini's system, 4,000 rules, were described in his detailed work. The Ashtadhyayi is thought to have been written in the 500 BC, which is meant to work like a machine. Feed in its base and suffix of a word, and it should turn them into grammatically correct words and sentences through a step-by-step process. It has 3,959 Shudras in 8 chapters. Each of these chapters have been divided into 4 sections. It is a prescriptive and generative form of grammar with algebraic rules governing all aspects of Sanskrit. Thank you.
ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುದೇವ್. ಶುಭ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ನಾನು ತನು ಸಾಲಿಮಠ್ 8ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯ ಭ ವಿಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಇಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಬಗೆಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವೆ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿದಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ 2500 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸವಿದೆ. ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಭಾಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಿದೆ. ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಈ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಬಗೆಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹಳೆಯ ಶಾಸನವೆಂದರೆ ಹಲ್ಮಿಡಿ ಶಾಸನ. ಹಾಸನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಬೇಲೂರು ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಈ ಶಾಸನವು ಸುಮಾರು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತಶಕ 450ಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಶಾಸನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಗದ್ಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಈ ಶಾಸನವು ಪ್ರಬುದ್ಧ ಅಭಿವ್ಯಕ್ತತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದೆ. ಈ ಅವಧಿಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಕ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಹೊಂದಿತ್ತೆಂದು ಅನೇಕ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರು ನಂಬಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಶಾಸನವನ್ನು ಕದಂಬ ರಾಜವಂಶದ ಕಾಕುತ್ಸವರ್ಮನ್ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂದು ನಂಬಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ ಶ್ರಮಿಸಿದ ಅನೇಕ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಬರಹಗಾರರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮೇಲಿದ್ದ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಕವನ, ಗ್ರಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ಕಥನಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಕವಿಗಳೆಂದರೆ ಪಂಪ, ರನ್ನ, ಜನ್ನ, ಮುದ್ದಣ್ಣ, ನೃಪತುಂಗ, ಹೀಗೆ ಕವಿಗಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯೇ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿದವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಉತ್ತಮ ಬರಹಗಾರರಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಅವಕಾಶವಾಗಿದೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಂದು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಲವಾರು ತಲೆಮಾರುಗಳವರೆಗೆ ಉಳಿಸಿ ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಹೇಳುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning to one and all presented here. Today I, Pavani Bishnoy of class 8A, will be talking about English. English, an universally used language, was started with the arrival of 3 Germanic tribes who invaded Britain during the 5th century AD. These tribes, the Angles, the Saxons and the Jutes, travelled across the North Sea from what today is known as Denmark and northern Germany. After the Norman conquest in 1066, Old English was replaced for a time by Anglo-Norman, or also known as Anglo-Norman French. It was replaced as the language of the upper classes. This is regarded in marking the end of Old English or the Anglo-Saxon era, as during this period, the English language was heavily influenced by Anglo-Norman, which later developed into a phase known as Middle English. Middle English was spoken to the late 15th century. As time goes by, changes happen. And just like that, there have been many changes in the kind of English language that is spoken today. English, as we know today, came to be exported to other parts of the world through British colonization and now is being spoken widely in various parts of the world. The efforts of English-speaking Christian missionaries have resulted in English becoming an important language to learn for many other groups. Global variation among different English dialects and accents remains significant today. There are many people who have achieved some remarkable milestones in the field of English. Some of them are Haruki Murakami was announced as Spain's Princess for Austria's Award for Literature 2023 winner. Best Author Fiction Award was given to James Periax for her novel Everything the Light Touches. Barbara Kingsolver won the Pulitzer 2023 Award for her fiction Demon Cupboard. Some of the Golden Book Awards include J.K. Rowling, Gaur Gopal Das and Deepak Chopra. Thank you.
Jai Shri Gurudev. My name is Adamya Veer Singh of class 8A and I am going to speak about the language Hindi. इस विश्व में अनेक भाषाएं बोली जाती हैं जिसमें से भारत में बोले जाने वाली एक प्रमुख भाषा हिंदी है। हिंदी संवैधानिक रूप से भारत की राजभाषा है तथा भारत में सबसे ज़्यादा बोले और समझे जाने वाली भाषा भी। हिंदी भाषा का प्रयोग मध्य और उत्तर भारत में अधिक होता है। हिंदी भाषा भारत के अलावा पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश तथा नेपाल में भी किया जाता है। हिंदी भाषा में बहुत सारे कविता और कहानियाँ भी लिखी गई है। कुछ कवि और लेखक हैं तुलसीदास, जिन्होंने हनुमान चालीसा के साथ हिंदी संस्कृत में अनेक कविताएं भी लिखी है। गीतांजलि श्री भारत की पहली लेखक इंटरनेशनल बुक प्राइज जीतने के लिए अपनी नॉवेल रेत समाधि के लिए, जिसे ट्रांसलेट अंग्रेजी में डेजी रॉकवेल ने किया था। अधिकतर लोग हिंदी भाषा को समझते और आशा करता हूँ आप भी समझे होंगे। धन्यवाद।
Namaste, Jai Shri Gurudev. I'm Harit from class 8A and today I'm going to tell of the beauty and significance of mathematics, the language of the universe. It's not just a subject we study at school, it's how the world functions. It's the finest particle to the vastness of space. It's not just for engineers and scientists. It has many practical applications like managing personal finances, planning daily schedules. Math empowers us to make informed decisions. The roots of mathematics, it is back to ancient civilizations where it is used to count and measure time, later tracking astronomical events that led to the development of basic arithmetic and geometry. In the 17th century, the scientific revolution ignited a surge of interest in mathematics. Many luminaries like Sir Isaac Newton, Gottfried Leibniz, who independently invented calculus, revolutionized physics and engineering. The 18th and 19th century witnessed development in algebra, geometry and number theory. There are many exceptional minds who left an incredible mark on society. Ada Lovelace, the world's first computer programmer, envisioned the possibilities of computing. And one of the most remarkable achievements was Andy Weil's proof of Fermat's last theorem, which was first theorized by Redway Fermat, which was unsolved for 350 years until Wiles finally cracked the code. In this century too, there are many achievers. Georg Cantor, who invented set theory, stating that there are different infinites, and also David Hilbert's famous list of mathematical problems that inspire generations of mathematicians. I would like to end the speech by saying that the legendary Indian mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan was not formally schooled in mathematics but has achieved such a feat. We, who are studying in Bgsnps, such a prestigious school, how much more should we be able to achieve? Thank you.
Namaste, Jai Shri Gurudev. My name is Chitrangda Anand of class 8B. Ever since computer came into existence, it has changed our life. Computer science is the study of computation, information and automation. Computer science deals with the study of both hardware and software. There are 5 generations of computer. The first generation dealt with programs written in binary, and the 5th generation deals with artificial intelligence. Charles Babbage started his design of his difference engine in 1822 and eventually gave him the idea of the first programmable mechanical calculator. He is considered as the father of modern computers. Lady Ada Lovelace is known as the first programmer. Her first program was an algorithm which could compute the sequence of Bologna numbers. Coming closer to our home, our sweet India. IIT Kanpur was the first institute in India to offer computer science education way back in August 1963. Rangaswamy Narasimham is considered by many as the father of computer science research. Computers help us in very speed calculations, but however, there have been people from our country who have performed faster arithmetic than a computer. You guys might have heard of Shakuntala Devi, right? Shakuntala Devi is famously known as the human computer, but few years ago, Neelakanta Bhanu Prakash calculated faster than her and broke her records. In today's world, computer science is very important. Thank you.
Jai Shri Gurudev. My name is S. Ritika from class 8F. Today I'm going to speak about the subject science. Science is a neutral, rigorous, systematic endeavor that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanation and predictions about the universe. Modern science is typically divided into 3 major branches. They are as follows. Firstly, natural science, such as physics, chemistry, and biology, which study about the physical world. Secondly, social science, such as economic, psychology, and sociology, which study about the individuals and the society. Followed by formal science, such as logic, mathematics, theoretical, and computer science, which study formal system governed by axioms and the rules. The word science means state of knowing. Physics is a branch of science that deals with the structure of matter and how the fundamental constituents of the universe interact. It studies bodies ranging from the very small using quantum mechanics to the entire universe using general relativity. Chemistry is the scientific study of composition and the behavior of matter. It covers elements made of matter to compounds made of atom, molecule, and ions. Their composition, structure, and molecule. Biology is the scientific study of life.
It has several unifying themes that tie it together as a single coherent field. For example, all living organisms are made up of cells that provide hereditary information encoded in genes. Another major theme is evolution, which explains unity in diversity. Thank you.
Namaste to one and all present here. My name is Harika from class 8. The knowledge about our civilizations and cultures and tells more about our social development. Yes, it is social science. Today I am going to talk about a subject called social science. Social science is also one of the branches of science. It tells us more about science. This was established in the 19th century and also followed till now. Social science actually tells us about our economy, environment and also to our cultures. We have divided social science into 3 parts: history, civics and geography. History tells us about our past, geography tells us about our environment and also civics tells us about our political leaders. To define them, history is not just a subject, it's an emotion which tells about the great leaders who have sacrificed their life and also our great cultures. To tell great cultures from the centuries to centuries and passed on till now and will be continued in the future. Civics tells us about our political leaders and also inspire us to become great politicians. And also, it also helps us in understanding our economies. Geography is the relationship between the human and their environment. Thank you.
Is one among India's top 10 corporate trainers, top-selling author, leadership expert, renowned for mindfulness and neuroscience, an NLP guru, and an emotional health educator. He is the founder of Indian Leadership Academy, ILA, and has served as its chief mentor. It's our honor to have such a great person with us today. I request Sir to come up and share a few words of his experience.
Everyone, Jai Sri Gurudev. Can you all repeat with me? Say Jai Sri Gurudev. Little louder. Little louder, guys. Little louder. Little louder, my friends. Little louder. I want backbenchers to be a little more louder. Oh, that was good. That was nice. So, my dear friends, in my last 47 years of life experience, the biggest realization has been the fact that leaders are readers. Nothing else, my dear friends. And readers are indeed leaders. How many of you agree? Show of hands. How many of you agree? How many of you agree? How many of you don't agree? Show of hands. It's okay not to agree. By the way, when I was in school, right, when we used to get a chief guest, right, I used to do this to the person sitting next to me. This. And I used to say, Bhai, ye to pakayega. This guy, 1 hour, man, what is he going to talk? What am I going to do? Why is this here? Why am I here? And in our schools, mostly it used to happen like, oh, there's an attendance also. I don't know whether it happens in your school. And we used to say, when this guy will leave? Okay, so I'm not going to do that to you because people have done that a lot to me. And I want to make it a little interesting and speak from my heart. Right? Are you with me? You have to say yes. Are you with me? Yes. Where is the energy? You have to say yes. Yes. Okay, everyone stand up, everyone stand up, everyone stand up. Stand up and do this in 2 hands, do this in 2 hands. Do this in 2 hands, right? And slowly, right? Take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath and say in slow motion, say, yeah. No, say, yes. More slow motion, say, yeah. And now faster. You need to be louder also in life. Yes, say, yes, 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 yes. No, you're not in sync. Not in sync, my students. Right? Okay, everyone look at me and say 1, 2, 3, say yes, yes, yes. Perfect. You can sit down. You can sit down. Sit down. Okay. Why are we meeting today, by the way? Why are we meeting today? Why are we meeting today? Right? Can we all say Happy Librarians Day? Louder, Happy Librarians Day. Perfect. So in my next few minutes, I'm going to share what are those things which I read which has helped me. Is it fine? Can I go down also? Is the chief guest allowed to go down? Right? Can I? Right? Will we make it interacting? Right? So I listen and you talk today. How's that? We changed the game completely. Everyone say, hey leaders. Say, repeat with me. Say, leaders. Change the game. Be a Rajnikant. Leaders. Change the game. No, you're not doing it along with me. You say, leaders. Change the game. And readers. Write the game. So my dear friends, I want to share a little bit about my school journey. Till grade 9, I was not on the stage. Any reason why I was not on the stage? Any reason? I was shy. Okay. What else? What else? What else? I had the anxiety. Okay. Anxiety. Okay. Anxiety. What else? Sorry? Stage play. Can we clap for her? Can we clap for her? Can we clap for her? They say that after the fear of death, and I had the fear of public speaking. I had the fear of public speaking. I remember in my grade 9, how many of you in grade 9? In grade 9, my teacher said, I had a principal like you, a great leader, right? By the way, thank you madam for calling here. We really respect that you've given me this opportunity, right? By the way, your principal is a great leader. You should be very happy. She made it to the UN and she's one of the most respected principals in India at this point of time, right? Can we clap for her? Can we clap for her? And can we all get up? Can we all get up and can we all get up and say, repeat with me, see, look at her and say, the highest in me bows down to the highest in you. No, you bow down, and to all your teachers, and where is Ravi, our librarian? Where is our librarian? Yes, right? He is your man, right? So everyone do this with me, right? The highest in me bows down to the highest in you. Bow down, guys, bow down. Wonderful. Can we all thank them? Thank them. Okay, you can sit down now. You can sit down. So I had a teacher like her, I had a principal like her, and my principal madam said, you have to go. Aaj to jaane wale ho tum. You. Right? And she said, okay. I went there. And I failed. Miserably. I don't know what is happening. I mean, I wanted more water. And something was happening here. Happens to you? Right? I mucked up the whole thing, man. Whole night I mucked up. This, that and this. But nothing, no word came. Then my principal was kind enough to give me one more chance. You believe that always one more chance in life? And that chance comes, guys. We just have to be ready. My principal madam gave me 1 week. How many days? 1 week. 1 week to prepare and be there on the stage. I was very happy that somebody is trusting me. And by the way, my mom was a teacher. I went to my mom and said, Mom, you are a teacher, right? You make me prepare. And my mom, in those days, we used to prepare in front of the mirror. It's old school, old school. You guys now prepare in front of the camera, right? We are big mirrors. And I prepared for 7 days. 7 days, woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, prepared. And the D-Day came. Finally, the D-Day came. I was in the front row. And every time I was actually going out of the row and asking the guy who was presenting, hey, when will my turn come? I went almost 3 times. Any reason why? Excitement, over excitement. And I wanted to finish and leave. Man, I just had to do it. And people have been there. Have you realized that once you're out of the stage, what a relief. Have you realized it? Right? And I went there. I'm going to imitate what exactly I did. I was on the stage and I holded the mic like this. And my hand was shivering like this. Right? And my leg was shivering like this. And all of a sudden, I could not speak anything. And I could see my friends who were in the first row were giggling. And all of a sudden I realized that they say in life, if your self-respect is gone, everything is gone. Money goes, will come back. Meaning goes, will come back. But self-respect is gone. And somehow, I thought I'll do it. I hold the mic strong enough. And I was about to speak. I said, good morning everyone. Today my topic is... And I forgot the topic. And all of a sudden I was searching for something. You realize what was I searching for? Oh, she does a lot, I guess. Clap for her. So I was searching for the cheat sheet. And somebody in the third row, like him, is telling me, are you searching for this? You know what happened then? The whole crowd was... What was happening? Can you show it to me? What is happening? Yay! Ooh, and all that stuff. That was one of the most bad days in my school life, which I remember till date. They say guys don't cry. Who said that? I cried the whole evening. My dad was a cop. I did not go to home. What happens in a cop's family when you don't go home till 10 o'clock? They search for you, everyone is searching. At 11 o'clock, I felt the need to go home. Why? Finally, hunger, right? And you know what would have happened at home at 11. Right then. Right? So can we all clap for me? Little. Now, why am I telling this story to you? The reason I'm telling this to you guys is that was the start of what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to be a speaker, a motivator, a trainer, a coach. And I realized that that was my starting point. Until date, the only thing which has helped me to grow, you know, life is like this, a whole circle. My mom was a teacher. People used to ask me, do you want to be a teacher in life? I said, teacher? Never. I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a scientist. How many of you want to be teachers? I know. You will know this way. Right? But see God's creativity. Right? I became an engineer and a manager and a director of a company and an entrepreneur and finally became a teacher. Teaching you all the lessons, people are paying a lot. Right? Make sense? But this whole journey, my dear friends, one thing which changed my life. And that is the habit of reading. I owe that to, when I I studied in London Business School, worked in Australia, India, UK, US, came back to India because I wanted to, that was the home calling. But the only habit, my dear friends, is the habit of reading. When I was not studious like you guys, even now, I did only 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. I'm an easy-go-lucky kind of person. I don't want to do a lot of hard work. 5 to 10 minutes of reading every day and 5 to 10 minutes of writing every day. If writers are not there, readers are also would not have existed. How many of you agree? Right? So reading and writing, God has given us 2 powers, guys. Reading and writing. If you want to be a true leader, if you want to change the world, you want to do anything in your life, these are the 2 things which can change your life. This is such a simple thing, but most people have not understood. They say, small things can bring you new beginnings. These are the 2 small things. So everyone say, I am a leader. Repeat. Say, I am a leader. I am a leader. And I am a reader. So what I have not read so far? Repeat with me. Say, so what if I have not read so far? I will be reading more and more. I will be leading more and more. And I promise. How do people promise? Everyone say, your hand on your heart. Heart is on the left, not right. Huh? Not right, left. Right? And say, I promise that I would be reading and writing more and more. You promise now, you cannot skip it. Good, so are you learning? Are you learning something? Right? Are you happy? The third thing in life which can help you is nothing but a smile on your face, my dear friends. Why are you so serious? Why? Why the world has become so serious? Nobody smiles. You go to a corporate company, nobody smiles. You go to a school, nobody smiles. You go to home, nobody smiles. You go to an apartment, hardly somebody smiles. That's the third thing, my dear friends. A smile, a little smile. Not say, little, right? Smile, that's okay. As a leader, the famous leader Ratan Tata says, never be serious in life. Be sincere in life. And sincerity should be with a smile. Yes, I want to be this. Hey dad, hey mom, hey teacher, I want to be this. Or I have not figured it out. A lot of people put, we have a culture where a 3-year-old is asked, क्या बनना चाहते हो? How would a 3-year-old know क्या बनना चाहते हो? बताया था? Right? 3-year-old. The same question keeps coming. And we also became parents. Right? My son has become 18 last month and he was asking me, this is one thing you always, Dad, always you ask me this silly question. I will never ask this to my sons or daughters. We don't know, right, guys? So it's okay if you're figuring out what you want to become. It's okay if you've already made up your mind, but never lose the habit of reading. And please, 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 go to the library sometimes. Ravi would be waiting for you. Can we all clap for Ravi? To me, I spent the most amount of, when I was in IIM Bangalore, when I was in IIM Lucknow, I spent the most amount of time in my MBAs in the library. The best friend I had was my librarian. And the librarian used to give me, you keep it for another 2 days, no problem. To me, a library is like a temple, guys. That's where the knowledge and wisdom is there. And people who have grown always have led through wisdom. So 3 things, right? I want you to repeat 3 things which you really need to be a successful leader. And you will see that all these 3 things somewhere, right? The most important thing is still reading. Still the habit of reading. Right? Is everyone ready to repeat with me? Right? Okay. Can you tell me now, what are the 3 things to be successful in this world? Who can tell me? Let's interact, right? What are the 3 things? My children will say money, money, and money. Okay. Oh, I was also like her. No.
Reading.
Can we clap for him? Can we clap for him?
3 things are reading, writing, and having a smile on your face.
Wow. And he is your leader. Can we clap for him? Can we clap for him? Right? Wonderful, man. I thought you would not tell me. Very good. But then at a little higher level, there are 3 more things. A little higher level. Right? Money, money, and money. Yes, money is also important. Both money and meaning is important in life. But those 3 things, my dear friends, is the first one. Everyone say. Everyone say. Do this along with me. Do this. Knock it, knock it. You have a mind, by the way. Right? Nice mind, by the way. It's ruling you. Right? Everyone has a mind? No. Right? No? Hey. He says no. Okay. He says yes. Okay, the first one, my dear friends, is the mind of a scientist. If you want to grow in life, you have to have the mind of a scientist. Very sharp. Very good in thinking. New thoughts. The mind of a scientist is very sharp in terms of great thoughts, new ideas. And new ideas and thoughts will only come through reading. By the way, when I am saying reading, it's not just reading books. When we used to stay in the UK, there's a common concept there which is called the human library. How many of you have heard the concept called human library? The concept, very good. Can we clap for them? Very good. This is something trending. In fact, every college there or school there will have a human library. The concept of human library is very simple. Like a library, in a human library, humans are books. Humans are books. Let's say I am a book. And you're going to ask me a lot of questions, rapid fire. I'm going to share my story. And you're reading me. In fact, some people like that. Because they say, oh, I don't want to read these huge books, you know. Right? Perfect? That's how you will develop a mind of a scientist. So the mind of a scientist comes through reading, and that way you're thinking new ways of doing things. And you're thinking, using your mind, and hence you're accelerating in your life. Agree? Give him a high five if he's agreeing. Everyone give a high five to the person next to you and ask them, do you agree? No, high five has to be like this. Right? Remember, high five has to be like this. Right? Perfect. Now, after the mind of scientist comes, if you want to really accelerate in your life, comes, and this comes from Swamiji himself, right? Can we all clap for Swamiji? I heard he was here yesterday, right? Perfect, right? He's a great leader, right? I think the whole BGS community he have created, I think it's a wonderful achievement. I don't think people have created this way so fast. So I think congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to all of you. The second one, my dear friends, is the heart of a mother. The heart of a mother. Very unconditional. Always there to give. The heart of a mother never differentiates. If the mother has 2 or 3 kids, they will never differentiate. Have you realized it? Some of you are thinking, no, my mom does that. If she's doing it also, is it purposefully? Just to give you a little more boost. Mothers agree? Mothers agree? How many of our mothers here? Okay, good, nice, right? Now, the heart of a mother, the mother has actually, if you look at a mother's life has gone through a lot of sacrifices, which we realize at some point of time in life. How many of you agree? How many of you love your mother? How many of you, just give her a hug, a virtual hug. Think about her and give her a hug. Like this. Give her a hug, give her a hug. You give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. This is dedicated to your mother. Boys, why are you shy? No? Boys are always shy like me, right? Okay, good. That of a mother. Third one, any guesses? Money. And the third one, my dear friends, of course that's the fourth one, right? The third one is nothing but the soul of a monk. Always calm. In this world, there's so much of anxiety. There's so much of hatred, inequality. The monk is always giving, sharing, being kind. Now, in the early years, people don't get that. Well, let's say I was in 40s, I realized, oh, that's also something which is very important. But if you can learn this in your childhood days, that's the mantra of success. So what's the first one? What's the first one? Louder. The second one. The third one. And still, the mind of the scientist is the most important, especially in your childhood days. Because the mind is getting shaped up now, and it will only happen through reading. Everyone say, I am a reader. I'm going to be a great reader. And hence, I'm going to be a great leader. And no one can stop me. Do it with me. Say, no one can stop me. Do it faster. Say, no one can stop me. Not even you. Not even me. Not even these people. Now give them a namaste now. Say, I'm going to grow. You cannot stop me. Give them a namaste. Give them a namaste. Say, I'm going to grow. I'm going to read. Hey Ravi. Hey Ravi sir. We're going to come again and again to the library. Don't say that we don't have chairs. Ravi, is it okay we all come every day? Okay? Good. Right? Can we all clap for our library? Can we all clap for us? Clap for everyone. Clap for everyone. Faster. Faster. Show some energy, guys. Show me some energy. Show me some energy. And of course, the fourth one and the most important one is Say, I am going to be rich. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and most important, financially. I want money. Yes, I will make money. But by being honest, by being a leader, and hence, I will be a leader. I want to end my speech now. But I know we have some time. I want you to ask me questions, guys. I don't want to be typical chief guest doing this. My dear students. Doesn't help. Doesn't? The world is growing, guys. I realized that when we created Indian Leadership Academy, the biggest learning when I stayed outside in the UK, in Australia, and US, I came back. I always wanted to go to the US, by the way, in my childhood days. How many of you have that? I don't know. I mean, the US fascinated me a lot. The roads, the people, the bands. Right? I mean, I followed both UK and US bands though. But that was my fascination. And when I went there, I saw that they are so much fascinated with our culture. So the world is, it's like a paradox, you know. They want to come here and we want to go there. So they want to come here and we want to go there. And hence, I strongly feel that if you have to be a universal leader, guys, it has to be East and West together. Right? East should meet West, they say. So everyone say, East meets West. We need East. We need West. It's the combination of Eastern philosophy and Western mindset which can make me a great leader. And it's the combination of North and South which can make me a great leader. Always the people divide, always. North India, South India, Europe, Asia, America. Yeah? Who divided? I don't know. I don't even know where the East starts and where the West begins. Do you know? Nobody knows, by the way. But you know what everyone say? Only by leading with wisdom, we can connect boundaries. That's it, my dear friends. When I went to the UK, I thought maybe I heard that somebody does some, what do you call it? Discrimination, skin-wise and all that. I did not see all that. A lot of people told me, no, they will only give preference to them, white skin, you know. But do you believe me, guys, I did not see all that. Because when you have wisdom, when you have that power, people give you respect. They don't look at your skin color. They don't look at your accent. In fact, great leaders, they say, I love my accent. Yes, I am a Bengali. I am a Odia. I am a Kannadiga. Yes, I love my accent. I love myself. I love my values and I am growing. Accept yourself, which can be a big change. And this is where my biggest learning is, if you want to really make a lot of money, he says money, he's stuck on money, is not to just read what you have in the Western community, but what you have in the Eastern community also. Read both things. Be more culturally oriented. You know, the West and the East is a combination, guys. Nothing else. Nothing else. How many agree and how many disagree? Little, he's stuck on money. Okay, everyone, can you get up? Can you get up? And everyone say, hey, take more money. Take more money. Everyone do this. Take more money. Take more money. Very good. He's happy now. Okay. Is it making sense? Am I boring or is it okay? Okay. Should I change my way of saying something? How many of you are yawning? No? It's good to yawn, by the way. You don't have to worry. Right? Yawning is nice, guys. It's our body, right? I can yawn. Yes or no? Perfect? Can we have some smile? Smiling faces. Ask the other person next to you, hey, are you smiling? Are you reading? Are you writing? Are you leading? And what's the answer you get? Everyone say, yes, yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes. And in slow motion. Good. Before I conclude my speech, 3 things which I've learned from a lot of books. The first one it says, is if it is to be, it is by me. It's the only English sentence which has got 2-letter words. Any other sentence you know? It's got 2-letter words. I repeat this sentence. If it is to be, no, I am is only, I is 1 letter, by the way. If it is to be, it is by, can you read?
If it is to be, it is by me.
If it is to be, it is by me.
I love backbenchers. I was always a backbencher. And they say backbenchers are true leaders. Because they keep observing a lot of people. They keep reading a lot of people. And hence they become leaders. Everyone say, hey, we backbenchers are leaders. Come on, faces, man. Very good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good. So, repeatedly say, if it is to be, it is by me, guys. No one else will do it. Your parents can support, your teachers can support, your friends can support, guys. But it's your life. It's by you, nothing else. That's my first learning. When I read, I've been reading since last 30 years. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. That's it. That's my first realization. The second realization I had was the fact that talent, potential and skill is of no use. How many of you agree? You say everything. I repeat, talent, potential and skill is of no use if it is unused. We can say, I'm talented, you know what, that person has so much of potential. What? That person is not even using it. Perfect? And my third thing, guys, was the fact that when we say extraordinary, somebody who's an extraordinary, I realized that the extra in the ordinary is mastery. Because we all are equal, that extra will come through reading, through learning. Close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a minute. And tell me, close your eyes for a minute. And with your closed eyes, can you tell me what is written in this room? What are the quotes written in this room? What are the quotes written in this room? No, somebody's reading it with one eye. Ravi, how much time I have? 5 minutes? How many of you noticed? Now open your eyes and read it, whatever is written in this room. The second one, read it. The third one, the last one, read it loudly. Loudly, loudly. The fourth one, there, read it loudly. You're doing some 360-degree swings. The fourth one, read it loudly. And the fifth one, read it loudly. Many of the advances, read it loudly. And now everyone get up and read everyone get up and read the last thing which Albert Einstein has written loudly. Perfect. Everyone, repeat with me, say, we owe a lot to Indians. We owe a lot to Indian readers. Indian writers. And today, jump 3 times, jump 3 times, jump 3 times, jump 3 times. Jump, say, I'm excited, I'm excited. Everyone jump 3 times, guys, jump 3 times, jump 3 times, jump 3 times, jump 3 times. And say, I am super excited to have a new life, which is full of books and full of reading. Do it alone, and full of reading. And hence I will create magic in my life. Magic is not like tragic. Magic is magic. 1, 2, 3. Can we all do it? Let's create magic by reading. One more time. Let's create magic by reading. One more time. Let's create magic. Can we all clap for each other? Can we all clap for each other? Thank you, guys, and the highest in me bows down to the highest in you. Thank you, and have a good one. Have a lovely life. Bye-bye. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You have really helped us a lot in inculcating many important values in our lives. Now it's time for some appreciation. I request all the dignitaries to come on stage.
Now present here. We have conducted quiz competition for the student of class 10 and acronym competition for student of class 9 and 10. It is my pleasure to announce the winners. I request our beloved principal ma'am and honorable chief guest to award the winners. So winners, please come on the stage and receive the medals and certificate. The quiz winners are the first place bagged by Sri Prasad from class 10A. And Anusha from class 10A. The second place got by Srinidhi from class 10A. Aditya from class 10A. And the third place got by Shianshi from class 10F and Aviraj Jain from class 10F. 10A. The first place backed by Samek and the second place backed by Ridhima, Lucia, Lasya, Vidyut, Anirudh, Vishal, Ranjoy, Pavani and Vashini. And the third place backed by Ishika Gupta from class 10F, Ishika, Vishnu and Parthi. bagged by first place. Then Arushi from class 10 bagged by first place. Rishimiya from class 10 is bagged by second place. Sveta from class 10 bagged by second place. Lakshmi from class 10 bagged by second place. Saitano bagged by second place from 10 and Aishwarya bagged by second place from 10 Yes, Lakshmi and Lakshana bagged by second place from 10F. Harry from class 10F bagged by third place and Shia from class 10A bagged by third place.
quality one should possess. There is no duty urgent than that of returning a thanks. To justify this quote, I would request Ms. Tushita Chakrabarti ma'am to extend the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Gauri. Gratitude is one of the most powerful human emotions. Once expressed, it changes attitude, brightens outlook, and broadens our perspective. By John F. Kennedy. Jai Sri Gurudev, Namaste, and good morning to one and all present here. I, Tushita Chakrabarti, standing here on behalf of the Library Department of Bgsnps family to convey my gratitude. First of all, my sincere thanks to the Almighty for making today's event a grand success. By His blessings and grace, we were able to make the event a grand success. I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to our aspiring rock stars for their impressive performances that made this event a grand success. Your actions reflected your days of hard work and commitment. All the events were excellent and the presentations were articulated very well indeed. Sincerely hope that those in attendance thoroughly enjoyed them. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel started rolling weeks ago. It required planning and execution in an effective and systematic way. It necessitates forethought and a keen eye for detail. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated, proactive and dedicated students who knew their job and are result-oriented and committed. Moreover, I cannot thank everyone enough to express my gratitude for their participation and willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Our chief guest, Mr. Kaushik Mahapatra, who is founder of Indian Leadership Academy, chief mentor, leadership expert, deserves special mention and recognition for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. Today we have the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this is definitely encouraging us in our future events. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. Thank you, sir, for adorning the occasion and sharing your opinions. Thank you, sir. Please give him a huge round of applause. I hope everyone enjoyed. Correct? Please all of you stand up. Give him a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Mr. Anil also. A special mention to our respected principal, Srimati Malini Mandata Datta, for being the catalyst who inspires us to achieve our best and serves as a pillar of strength. Thank you, ma'am, for your constant support and dedication in developing our children into great future leaders. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank the people who work behind the scenes to execute this event to perfection. Our technology arrangement team, the stage settings and the lighting team, and the housekeeping staff. Let us give huge round of applause and heartfelt appreciation to all those, even our principal ma'am also. Thank you, ma'am. To all those who contributed in making the event successful. And lastly, but not the least, I would like to convey my gratitude to all the loving coordinators and teachers for taking out time to join us today and for assisting us in making this event a huge success. Also, I would like to thank all the students for being disciplined throughout the program. A big thank you to everyone. Thank you.
There's an ending to every celebration. Every ending marks the beginning of something new. Hope today has encouraged all of us to explore more in the world of books. I request all of you to raise for the national anthem.
2, 1, 1, 2, 5, 0. Ready, clap, go. Ready, repeat, clap, go. Boys versus girls. Clap.
out combined play on all victories. Please call the girls. Right about on here. The first row. Call the first row, please. Right about on, please move. Twice first row for backside. Please move here. One leg twice. Please other don't move. Put your hands back.